folks, how you doing? Chappie here. Beautiful Monday. I got to work today. Get tomorrow off, so we might be out in the woods tomorrow. So to start today, inspired by a post from one of my good friends and brothers, Bishop Constable Douglas Woodall, I'd like to present to you a little talk today about adventure. And adventure in our daily walks, and especially adventure when walking with God. Now, and I forgot all the phone stand and the microphone, so hopefully this comes out okay today, folks. Busy weekend church and all, as you know. Man, back when we were stationed at Fort Lewis, we went on a camping trip, and we went south, just south of Mount St. Helens. Found a nice camping spot, had a good time, and the next day as we woke up, we're like, all right, what do we want to do? So we busted open the map and we're looking around, and we saw this, on the map there was this thing called the Ape Caves. It wasn't far, and we said, well, that looks kind of interesting, let's go check them out. So we went over to the Ape Caves, and what they are is basically these lava tunnels from Mount St. Helens, and the lava went, through the earth, boring a tunnel, and then exited somewhere further down. But these tunnels are perfectly round, kind of like you would see if you were, as you imagine when you think about like the Lord of the Rings and the adventures underground, in fantasy books. Just perfect tunnels, cut by the lava. The cool thing about it is when you get to the spot, there's signs that explain the Ape Caves and kind of go into some detail. But there's no supervision, which is good. No park rangers, nobody standing around saying, no, don't do this, don't do this. You just go to this big hole in the ground, find your way to the bottom, and then pick left or right, and then head out in that direction. And we're talking, you're not walking maybe, 800 feet and then it ends. No. Folks, you're going like half a mile until you get to a part where you can't really get through. Either way, it's just amazing. You're down there, and it's pitch black. There's nothing down there, so you have to have a flashlight or a lantern. And even then, in the distance, you just come upon people that are walking, and you don't see their lights instantly. I mean, it's that dark down there. But it's beautiful inside these caves, and like I say, it's an adventure, and it definitely was. The kids loved it, we loved it, and it was definitely worth the time going there and taking that the day to do that. So, yeah, if you look around you, if you're out there just having fun camping, not just camping but driving, take a look at what's around you. When we went to England, Darcy and I, we did a 12-day excursion up there to England. And we stayed away from the populated areas and kind of just grabbed a map that had historic sites on it, and we literally just pointed and went. And we'd pull up and go, wow, look at this castle, or look at this abbey here, or look at this site, this historic site. Really interesting, and it was definitely worth it. Again, it's all about adventure. People, believe it or not, like adventure. You may be a homebody, but give yourself a good attraction to go see, or something up in the mountains that's kind of off the beaten trail, and it piques your interest to get you going. Walking with God is a daily adventure, and I think that's so true. Every time you go out, you should start the day saying, Lord, guide me, show me where to go, show me what to do, and hold on, because the Lord's going to guide you. He's going to take you places that you've probably never been. And a lot of people say, well, if it involves hardship, I don't really want to do it. Folks, adventure is full of hardship sometimes. And that's sometimes the times we remember the most, and the times we learn the most on our journey through life. I encourage you, as far as adventure goes, pick up the Bible. There's a place to start if you can't get out for the weekend and you're just sitting at home doing your devotions. Pick up the Bible and explore it. I was amazed at how long it's been since I've hit the Old Testament and read through some of the stories. They're incredible. They're amazing, and they really happen, folks. I'm talking, you got a story in the Old Testament about Gideon. Gideon, for you military folks out there, he was the first special operator, folks. He went with 300 men, took on an entire Philistine army. And it's amazing how they did it. You read the story and you're going, wow, the Lord was with them. And and it's pretty cool the way it turns out. But I'm going to let you guys read that. Bust into the book of Daniel, folks. How long has it been since you took a stroll through Daniel and the lion's den? All right. I mean, if you just think about that for a minute, he gets tossed into this den with a bunch of lions. They think he's going to get eaten, but the Lord does a mighty work, and Daniel comes out alive. And then when they toss the people who framed him into the lion's den, they get eaten up instantly. It's pretty cool. The fiery furnace, where the 3 dudes get tossed in the furnace. Yeah, a lot of tossing into things here. Get tossed in the furnace, don't get touched. Stories throughout the Bible about that. I mean, go back, read David and Goliath. I mean, that's a good story. All these stories are there, and they all build our faith. They all teach us something. They all guide us, and they provide that adventure, I think, that a lot of people are looking for. It's so rich. The Bible is so rich and chock full of good nutrition. Chock full of good things, folks. Explore your Bible. Get in there and really live the life of adventure, folks. And then again, in your daily walks, when you go out into the workforce, into the play force, wherever you're going, say, Lord, guide me here. Show me what to do. And you're going to find that you're going to run into some situations where you have to rely on the Lord, yes, and you'll also be able to share your faith and show forth your faith in a good way. And that's high adventure there. It really is. It gets your adrenaline going sometimes, and especially when your purpose is focused on God. Remember the whole compass thing we talked about? Have your azimuth focused on God. You can't go wrong, folks. So I encourage you today. I know this is kind of lighthearted. I hope it speaks to somebody out there, but we'll be getting into more stuff later on this subject about living the adventure. And we'd like to also mention something that we hope that you take advantage of. Reach out to us with questions, if you have them, that we can maybe answer on our little dailies here, or subjects you want me to talk about. We'd really love to hear from you. Put it in the comments or go onto our website, email us, or our Facebook site, and just reach out and say, hey, I'd like to hear about this. We'll see what we can do to answer that question or do that subject. Folks, it's been great talking to you. Be good out there and walk like lions.